Not even like a minute into the stream and we already have bots. Wow, crazy. Hi guys, good evening. Oh, we got boss music already. Ow! Thanks, Invincible. Good evening, guys. Hi, Palakiko. Hi, person that I just banned. Or should I say bot? Hi, Lumino. Hi, Invincible. Hi, Morosky. Hi, Vinari. It's nice having you here. I hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna be working on my model again. I hope this doesn't get too repetitive, but I might change it up one of these streams. Collect my pages. Huh? We got bots doing band speedruns already. Yeah. Unbelievable. I've never seen a bot act that fast before. At first I was like, who could possibly be following me this shortly into stream? Of course it's a bot. Thanks, Ghost. Ouch. That Twitter guy talking like Slenderman has been rotting my brain all day. You gonna render this model with Eevee or Cycles? I honestly don't know yet, because I haven't really worked with the anime-styled rendering. And it's kind of crazy what Eevee can do now. I think you could do ray-traced reflections in Eevee. I've been running back and forth in Minecraft getting materials, and every time I do, I think to myself, collect my material. Is there like a specific post for the collect my pages thing? Or is it just like a quote? Because I've definitely heard the collect my pages sort of thing whenever there's something that gives the vibes of Slenderman. Yeah, off stream I worked on the body and getting started on it. Gotta model some hands. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's a Twitter account. Okay. I see. Man, this is an old photo. 2013? Markiplier with his old hair. Dang. Man, I remember when Slenderman came out. They used to be so cool. Ivan Darka. Hands, my despised. Ah, yes. Well, we'll see how the hands treat me today. Otherwise, I can safely say these hands got hands. Hi, Pig Out. A 15 stream streak? That's crazy. Has it really been that long? Wow. Morosky also with the 15 stream streak. Thank you guys. If all else fails, make them nubs. I'm just gonna make them like the Neko Arc nubs. She got spheres for hands. It also kind of makes me look like a me. The really old me's with the sphere hands. There we go. Perfect. Collect my nubs. But in you. Our Neko Arkowitch. I love the face she has. She looks all Ah. Yeah. Ow! Rain! Uh-oh. I think I did some editing on the wrong shape key. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. I should probably delete this shape key and get back to it later. It's kind of more of an experimental thing, and I kind of just like messing with the expression because I get bored. Collect my metal pipe? Oh, we still have the magma, don't we? Whoops. I forgot that from last stream. Well, unless you have something to contribute to that magma canvas, I suppose you can go there. I think I need to update that though. You know me well enough that I would only draw shitposts. I like that though. I love a bit of humor. I feel like we can't have a magma canvas without some funny stuff in it. What does a 3D hand look like? Well, certainly it has fingers. We all know that. I always draw funny stuff. I love it. I love it when you guys do funny drawings. Would she have hand beans? You mean like cat paws? I've never really tried this method for modeling a hand, but I really like it. Like cat paws. I don't have the toe beans like your average household cat, but I could certainly put on some cat paw gloves. Invincible, thank you for the hydrate. I gotta say, you're pretty handy with this kind of thing, huh? Because I'm modeling a hand. I see. Is that really just 3 minutes of... Okay. I guess the Kirby's Adventure soundtrack is a little... dangerous. I got it handed to you. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Normally I do hands a very different way, but I think it's worthwhile learning this method. A bit faster. Ow. Thanks, Pudding. Ow. This again. Maybe the pinky is too long. Ow. Thanks, Ghost. Really testing the durability of my skull. Thanks to you guys, my skull is very hard. With endless training. Ow! Thanks, Rain. Kinda looks weird. How many midnights can a human skull take? At least a dozen? It hit by smaller midnights to gain an immunity to larger bullets. Larger bullets as in metal pipes? Calloused cranium. I don't think bones work like that. Wait. You're talking about my scalp, right? I don't think that's good for my hair. Hair itself becomes more powerful. I'll be rocking this Super Saiyan hair. Is it Super Scarlet Hours now? I'm not feeling it. I don't feel very powerful. Ouch. Thanks, Pudding. Out, not again. Ah! It's a lot of midnights. There you go. testing the limit. I have a cat skull. It's gonna withstand the midnight onslaught a bit differently from a human skull. Maybe. Time to pull up the references. These hands got hands. Ow. Thanks, Ghost. Let's see. So what are we listening to today? We are listening to the Kirby's Adventure soundtrack. Turbo. I forget how I do these knuckles. Maybe it's like this. Gotta pull up some references. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. I see. When are we modding your model into your favorite games? Modding? Sonic Adventure 2 with the Scarlet mod. Crazy. Can finally get a Scarlet over Shadow the Hedgehog. There we go. That's what I usually do. Scarlet Evergleam over Soul Bad Guy. Would I be a Soul Bad Guy? Be very down for that. The randomizer already turns him into a goose. Scarlet Evergleam over the Ryuko model in Kill la Kill. The fighting game. Oh, we're back to Final Battle music. You know what? I'm gonna switch back to Superstars. Superstar. Oh, these are all extended. Scarlet Evergleam over Engineer TF2. I'll be all hunched over. Turtle posture. Scarlet Evergleam.exe. Oh gosh. The new Scarlet Evergleam creepypasta has dropped. Moroski, thank you for the hydrate. That was a very metal pipe cord. What was? What's my favorite Kirby game? Maybe it's a nostalgia bias, but Kirby's Adventure is my favorite. I'm very partial to Return to Dreamland. I actually haven't played that one. How's it like? You'll never forgive me for this. I don't have the game. Can't play it. Do you archive VODs of your stream? I do, but lately I've been forgetting to export them to YouTube. I'll go do that after a stream, I think. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? Maybe I should just use triangles. As much as I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, no problem. I'm not happy with this. Anari, thank you for the hydrate. Hands in 3D seem like an entirely different beast of work. Yeah. Drawing hands is hard. Modeling hands is hard. There's a lot going on. And the shape is very specific. If it looks off, just slightly, then it's gonna throw the whole thing off. I'll just make it a sphere and like it. Neko Arcand. Neko Scarlet in 2028. That'd be pretty easy to model. You know, when I was planning this out, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just make a low poly model for myself. That'll be easy and it'll be good way to practice the anime style in 3D modeling. Oh, nope, here I am, diving right into it. Higher fidelity model. Still relatively low poly, but I might bump it up a bit. Neko Daiwa Scarlet for her birthday. Oh yeah, it's Daiwa Scarlet's birthday. At least in Japan. It's on the 13th. I'm pretty sure. Born to be PS1, forced to be PS2. It must be really cool making PS1 style models. Pudding, thank you for the posture check. Didn't mean to stop it. I think I need to bump up the polygons on this. It's 12. Is 8. Bit awkward. Mm. 3D modeling is kind of like solving a puzzle most of the time. Like, how do I connect this with a limb that has fewer sides or fewer vertices? I could do this, probably, but feels very temporary. Ah, shoot. I was muted. Will we be able to hit 3D Scarlet with Midnight on Twitch and not on VRChat? The answer was yes. If I use Warudo, the 3D VTuber model software, I'll be able to pilot this model. And then you can throw a dozen midnights on me. Bikurishita. Yeah, I have no idea how long I was muted for. I heard a sound outside and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna mute just in case. My model getting hit with a metal pipe and squishing down like a cartoon. Whamp. Whamp. Okay, maybe that's much. A bit much. Hitting the model like a baseball bat. My goodness, you guys want to do everything. You guys want to throw things at me? You want to hit me around? Get a home run? Hit me like a baseball? You can strike back at us. Maybe I will have to. Watch me pull out a DP out of nowhere. You throw a midnight at me, but then I do a meterless reversal. Looks weird. What's wrong? One 1/16th chance of Midnight just getting parried and getting launched off you? Or me. Getting launched off me. About to hit you with the hit stop OS to bait your TP. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna reflect that metal pipe. You won't see it coming. The pipe should have a 1% chance to 10 times the volume. No! You're gonna jump scare everyone. Feeling EP? We'll catch up tomorrow. Take care, Invincible. Thanks for hanging out. Ow. Thanks, Cheetah. I hope you have a wonderful night. And a good rest. Thank you, Invincible. Take care. Ow. Hey, Cheetah. Is there a shader or engine that is like... Oh, that like animates 3D models. There is a plugin for Blender called Goo Engine, I think. Oh, it's a custom build of Blender. Yeah, it says here it specializes in making 3D anime in Blender. Moroski, thank you for the hydrate. Do I really need a model toes? How hard was it to learn Blender? Well, I've been using Blender since 2012. But back then there weren't as many tutorials, I think, so it was a bit tricky. Blender was also much older back then. There weren't as many tools. But I think nowadays it's probably really easy to pick up because there are just so many resources on the internet. Lots of tutorials and plenty on YouTube, so you have a visual reference. Dedicate 20 years to your favorite 3D modeling program and you should be good. I mean, that's one way. Obviously, though, look for resources. Yeah, there's like tutorials for everything, so don't do it the hard way. Oh, and whatever you do, don't do the donut tutorial. You don't need that. It's not practical. What you should do is model a sword instead. That's pretty cool. But what if I wanted to make a donut? You can. Nothing's stopping you. Clothing / armor? I think modeling clothing is kind of along the lines of modeling a character. Because you're modeling around a character, basically. I think it might be more difficult. I recommend doing a sword first. Something of that nature. Swords are pretty simple and they have... like, they have a specific shape that you can learn a lot from in a 3D modeling software. That's why I recommend it. Maybe the real donut was the food we ate along the way. The human drive to want to design a cool sword. Yeah, you could make a cool sword. And then you can show it off to your friends. Like, hey, look, I made a sword in Blender. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I wanted to start small and build up. What model should I start with if I wanted to eventually build up to clothes? Yeah, so I do recommend the sword still, because you learn the basics from that. Like the basics of the software. And then after that, you should be able to try making a low poly character. For an example, what I do when I do clothes is I take the character and I duplicate a bit of that character and I kind of puff it out like that. And there you go, clothes. And you just adjust it and all that. But that's why I recommend modeling a character first and then getting into clothes. But yeah, the nice thing about learning how to make a sword is that you learn how to add objects into the scene. And then you learn how to change basic objects into something more complicated. And of course, with modeling experience, you learn shortcuts for things that would normally take you a lot longer. Yeah, look at that basic sword. You learn how to extrude models, you learn how to scale things down. You learn how to manipulate vertices. Objects, perspective, textures. Yeah, that's all something you learn along the way. You can do pretty simple textures with a sword. So I do think that's a great place to start. There's probably other examples out there on YouTube, but I did see that a sword is a pretty good idea. It's pretty simple. It makes you use the basic controls for Blender for like moving things, scaling things, rotating things. And then eventually it just becomes like breathing. You know all these hotkeys and all that, and you can do things really fast. That's a really nice thing about Blender. Instead of using handles, which you can do, like these, you can use those. But I don't do that personally. It just takes too much time. Because you always have to put your cursor on those arrows and move that yourself, when you can just press a button like G and then press the axis button on your keyboard. Why is the donut video bad? It's because it doesn't give you the correct basics for Blender. I think it jumps the gun a bit. I'm actually curious how many views this has. Donut tutorial by Blender Guru. Ah, yes. 10 million views. Wait, was that really 2023? Huh? I thought there was an older one. Okay, let's see.
And then pull it.
Yeah, I think this jumps the gun a bit because you're going straight into rendering something. Rather than doing actual modeling. But let's see. I'm gonna mute this. So I don't get whacked. Okay, there's some modeling, but it's really not much. You don't really learn how to, like, extrude and all that. Okay, you do learn, like, modifiers and stuff. They have a 2026 version. Let's check that out. There's a 2025 version and a 2026 version. That's kind of crazy. How many donut tutorials do we need? Oh, a mug. Okay, that's actually good. Nice. I actually like this new donut tutorial a lot better. Wow. 4 hours. That's kind of intimidating. Still, I recommend starting with a sword. Because then it doesn't overcomplicate things. Make a sword now! I recommend it. If you're getting into 3D modeling. Oh. My Romaji keyboard. I have a tail. Wow. He makes a video for every version of Blender, apparently. Wow, really? Do you really need a new donut tutorial for every new version? I don't think every new version affects that much, but I suppose it makes sense if there's something in the interface that changes. Because that can be pretty confusing. I've come across that before, where I come across an older video, like an older tutorial, and then the menu options are in different places from the video, and then it's like, oh, my version of Blender doesn't match the video. Wait, did I already read this? I like how a video recommended off to the side also says not to use the donut vid. You see? The donut is infamous. I feel like it's still a bit much, and it seems very overwhelming to a new hobbyist who is trying to pick up Blender. And I feel like a lot of people turn away too quickly just because of that donut video. Make the backrooms now! You know, you can actually make the backrooms in Blender procedurally generated and all that. Obviously though, that's pretty complicated. It uses geometry nodes. And it's definitely not a beginner thing. All the Kane Parsons stuff is in Blender, apparently. Yeah. It's all in Blender. It's really impressive that it looks so real. And that it's so captivating. What did I do to make the base mesh for this? Honestly, I just took a cylinder. I think this is 12... Wait, no, I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait, that doesn't seem right. But yeah, I did start with a cylinder and then modeled my way up using the sketch underneath as a guide. And then I just worked my way up, and then when I got to the hips, I also added a cylinder. And then I had to figure out how to connect that geometry. Procedurally generated sounds heavy on my PC. Well, it depends. I think you can limit how much generation there is if you tie it to an object. You should procedurally manually... what? You should procedurally manually generate a sword now. What does this mean? It's time to lock in. Thanks, Pudding. Maybe I should connect this. Do I not use Loop Tools add-on? I do have it, but it depends on what I'm using it for, and I also don't use it all the time, so I do a lot of things manually. But in this case, I could hit the relax tool. Oh, I don't like this. Remove that hump. There we go. Moroski, thank you for the hydrate. You know, leaving temporal rifts on now is teaching me a lot about how they work, but holy moly, the RNG for activity can be a pain. Yeah, it is really a nuisance sometimes. How's your vintage story going? I can't believe Scarlet's plug suit is entirely white and undefined in this 3D model. It's not a plug suit. It's just a model. It goes. Still working on the house, but just found some bees in the wild. Oh, hey, nice. Medium temporal storm incoming. Ah, dang. Time to get to safety. While the temporal stability can be annoying sometimes, I do think that it adds a bit to the overall feel of the game. And just like the survival aspect, it gives incentive to make an actual shelter. Thankfully, I'm good at holding myself in my house. Do you not have anything spawning in there? Oh, heck yeah. I like this here house. Kirby jump scare. I make this look pretty. I think I need to pull out more references. Ooh, uploaded. Oh, that's cozy. It's a nice cabin you got going on. Ooh, I really like how you did the floor. Wow. Very cool. Alright, anyway, I think I want this to flare out. Add some variation. Ow. Hi, Mai. Thank you for the midnight. I'm the coolesty. What makes me qualify for the role of a coolesty? What does that mean? What does it mean to be a coolesty? Oh, okay. Alright, it was a mistake. Happens to all of us. But hey, you could make a new word. Oh, we have 8 minutes. So, we will be raiding Dahlia shortly. Wait. Actually, Dahlia's not streaming today. Or tonight. So... I suppose we find someone else to raid. She doesn't stream this week. Yeah. I just remembered that. There are no stream streaks to maintain. think I'll redo this. This particular strand. Back with some pretzels. Heck yeah. I just think what you're making is so cool and epic. Why, thank you. Double the Scarlet Stream. I don't think I can go for that long. I mean, I could. Maybe. But I think 2-hour streams are the right length. It's not too short, not too long. 1.5? Ow. Thanks. I have a few options for raids. Let's see who's streaming. We could potentially raid Hanada Rin. She is playing Super Mario Maker 2. I think that would fit a similar vibe to the stream. I was making Mario this whole time? That's right. I was making Mario. Yeah, see, there you go. It's a me. Hello, it's a me, Mario. Mario looks fantastic. I love the artistic liberties you took. Why, thank you. I worked very hard on this artistic rendition of Mario. It's me. It's me, Mario. From the Mario movie. Don't I look good with a mustache? It's a good thing I'm Mario. The catsuit looking a little different. Yeah, you're right. I decided to change things up a bit. Okay, anyway, it's time for the raid. Thank you guys for joining me. It was fun. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night and a good rest of your evening. And a good rest for tomorrow. Have a good rest of your week, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.